So, you'll meet, like, several days later on some random world where they've decided to announce the birth of the New Republic.
Fuck it, Arda.
Arda.
Just for...
Yep. And, of course, the representatives come forward.
Yes. Yes.
How did we not manage to get him onto the Death Star?
Because you know you love him.
Yeah, well, you look at him and you think, that's Atton's legacy to the galaxy.
The thing is, though, is that Jar Jar, he's not terrible. He's not super competent, but he's not that incompetent. He's just not good at doing anything other than doing public speaking.
He's pretty bad at that, though, as well, isn't he?
No, he's actually
the one
good.
who started the war.
Yeah, he convinced everybody else, along with Palpatine's force powers, to elect him as
Emergency
Chancellor.
But surely that's...
Put it like this: presence,
different.
Presence 5, intelligence, and wit and cunning 1. Actually, cunning 2.
Yeah, so he can't see through a lie worth a damn, but he can talk to people.
Yeah, he's exceptionally charismatic, but he's also thick as a frickin' log.
He's really great with the kids. I hear lots of them buy figurines of him.
Or if you take some internet perceptions of him, probably the Sith Master of all. Oh yeah, that was pretty fun. the robot chicken.
Yeah.
So,
yes.
Jar Jar's going to start his speech. Basically, we're here to start the New Republic. We're going to learn from the mistakes of the old, and we're not going to put all the power in one hand. We are now going to use 2 consoles instead of a single chancellor.
We're going to put all the power in 2 people.
2 people. But you have to have leaders. It's a republic. You have to have a leader.
You have to have a grand leader. So 2 chancellors.
Yeah, 2 chancellors.
So, like in the
what happens if they both disagree, though?
Or what happens if they're both Hutts? Is the more likely?
No. In this interim, until the elections can be created, Isaac going to be one chancellor, and the esteemed Carla will be the other chancellor.
So somebody charismatic, but can't, tell a lie worth a damn, and the most manipulative son of a bitch.
Who's also the most swole son of a bitch.
What's the Hutt equivalent of sort of a thumbs up to Carla? This is a great thing.
Yeah, I would say, and this means that the Hutts will be very much a big part of setting up the New Republic.
Yes.
They are the New Republic.
Well, no,
Ben did survive this whole thing, right?
Yep.
Is Mon Mothma somewhere around? Is she at least somewhere in the background?
Nope.
Okay.
She's still in jail.
Okay. Another quick question. So in the canon, they have, instead of setting everything up on Coruscant again, essentially the Republic has turned into something like this. I would say like FIFA or the Olympics, where
It's
they basically
the European Union, actually.
Yeah, when they're doing their senatorial meetings, they meet on different planets over and over again, like the same place twice.
They change it like every 5 years, I believe.
Yeah, so they don't become
expensive.
Yeah,
I
it's
have
like
a question.
No. No questions.
You're dead. You're not allowed to stop him from asking.
You know what? Cian's alive.
No.
No, Cien is dead to Jarbo. He didn't
is
like
dead
the
to
tiny
HK.
hat. Yeah, I think a lot of things are dead to HK. Is the New Republic going to have an equivalent of Eurovision?
Possibly.
Perfect.
They know
Cien needs to get his costume ready.
Go on against the Empire, because the Empire's defeated doesn't mean that all the warlords are going to give up.
Yeah, so just because we killed essentially some of the top brass doesn't mean that they're completely gone. It just means that we've cut the head off, and that means that
they've lost the biggest thing holding them together.
Yeah, holding them together in a unified vision.
Yeah.
Like the wonderful thing is we aren't even sure how many of them or which ones of them are dead.
Well, I mean, Luke, Vader, and the Emperor, at least.
They're all dead. End of story.
necessarily.
We win.
No,
So-
they're definitely dead.
I was
Can
kind of surprised. I was kind of surprised that Princess Leia didn't pop up.
She died.
Dead.
I need to know something. Does there happen
Yes.
to be a certain Grand Admiral still around?
You're
Tarkin,
why?
you say? Or not Tarkin, but
Not Tarkin.
the other one.
A
Thrawn?
certain
Thrawn,
non-human.
Yeah, Thrawn.
The
Well,
person who essentially
We all
made
know
this
what you're talking about. You could just say Thrawn, man.
It's very important to later plans.
Where does he bite it? Or does he ever bite it?
that's
Technically, he has not yet bit it.
Essentially, he's also being
As far
brought back
as
in the,
we know.
he's brought back in the new canon. And they're
For season 3 of Rebels.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, the whole thing with them is like they're not being dumb about it and fighting the Republic again. They're basically making up their own fiefdom type stuff on the outer rim.
So anyway,
So basically, the Chiss ascendancy is usual.
Yeah.
Anyways, so let's keep going.
Well, that's pretty much what I've got. So they're going to have to settle down to form the new government. The Hutts
So,
are gonna be very
epilogues.
much it. Yeah. So character epilogues for those of you still alive.
So do you guys actually post? Did you guys actually send off Calculon's last
I have
request?
I have your plans right here. I will get to them in just a moment.
Any day now.
we appreciate your support and value your call a lot, and we will have a representative with you as soon as possible.
So you guys ignore the bequest.
No, we're trying.
We'll get to it. We'll get to it.
We're
Just
busy.
Well, everyone-
everybody else go first,
Okay.
and then I'll go.
Okay, go. Okay, who else goes first?
Okay, well, Jabbo, he retires. Well, doesn't retire so much as goes back and by force takes over a portion of the family business.
So essentially, you're now Senator Jarbo.
Well, Senator Jabbo with Kingpin Jabbo on the side.
Kingpin. You know,
No, you don't really need a king. You don't need a kingpin since everything you do now is legal.
Well, he's slowly amassing titles. He's still general, so he's now General Senator Kingpin Jabbo.
it doesn't even matter if it's legal. He's gonna call himself Kingpin. You know.
Yes.
It's like Malarak all over again.
Was that a dial-up modem I just heard?
Yeah, I thought I heard it
I
dial up.
think it was.
Yeah, me too.
Huh? I didn't hear it. Weird.
I heard it.
Yeah. Blast in the past.
People in the comments,
is that
are
you,
we
Car,
going
sir?
crazy?
All right,
No,
so
mine
that's
isn't that
Jarbo. So how
Okay,
about
well,
Alara?
I didn't want to presume, but sorry.
Are you? Is?
Should we go?
Yeah. They're not gonna be back for an hour, and that's gonna be like near 4 o'clock Eastern Standard. So it's another 30 minutes till they show back up.
Okay.
Mm,
What?
So cargo driver, what do you do for your after all this? After you get your medal.
basically, you know how my father was on the council? I'm basically getting taught by him. I leave it up to Gray how well that actually sticks, but yeah, if it actually works, then I actually, get something of a respectable aura.
So you're a Jedi trucker now.
He's not a Jedi.
Not a Jedi.
You're a Force. So wait, what do we move on the council? What council?
The Rebellion Council. He was our.
Oh, okay.
He's
He
gonna
was
be
the one
one of
that we
these.
were
Gonna be one of the
reporting to.
leaders, senators, governors, whatever.
Okay.
He was one of the ones that we were reporting to.
Oh, okay.
Oh, the one who wasn't Amon Calamari.
Yeah.
The bald
He's one of the high
The bald
lords,
one, yes.
essentially.
I gotcha.
The ones that we could never remember the names.
The one that looked like he had terminal cancer or something.
So
Yes.
Tien was going to retire.
I'll get
What
to
do
it when I get to my turn.
okay. So who's
I
next?
think it is your turn.
Oh, well, Cien is going to go home because his vacation's over. And he will spend, those 3 days there, and then he's gonna go out again for a family vacation.
Are you sure he hasn't been
That's
exiled?
so sweet I could gag.
Good.
Or Matern just isn't your like wife the conqueror of the planet?
It's okay. Remember, this is still Celeste. Every office acknowledges the need for vacations.
Okay. So Cian still living in the world of his own delusions, continues onward as the eternal tourist.
After 3 whole days of actual work, yeah.
He somehow just processed the entire outlet inbox.
The thing is, those 3 days happen to be on all the public holidays in Celeste.
Cian's being paid for all this, by the way. Paid vacation.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course. He's like any other consultant I've ever heard of.
Celeste's economy and job market is really weird, but it works somehow. Don't think about it.
No, I'm just saying Cian is one of those gifted people that somehow fell through all the cracks of bureaucracy and has ended up getting paid to do absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
Lucky bastard.
Like literally every other Celestian.
So, during the big speech and all that, the Gan's actually just going to go take a walk with Obi-Wan to discuss becoming the first of the new Jedi. With Obi-Wan, of course, as Grand Master, and then the Gan as his first apprentice.
Surely there have to be some alarm bells going off in Obi-Wan's head.
No, the Gan's actually one of the most upstanding of you lot.
yeah, the Gan's actually not a terrible person. He's just kind of apathetic.
Yeah.
I mean,
like right behind.
He's just much more focused on what he has to think about his own problems.
Are you guys gonna suggest any difference or change of the Jedi philosophy at all, or no?
Well, for one, they're not going to interact with politics at all. They don't pledge themselves to any government. They don't.
So you're going to be
or anything.
You're going to be an unaffiliated group. How are you guys going to somehow get funding through some mercantile deeds or some sort?
We can assume probably that Jabba will funnel some funds to them.
I was going to say, oh my god, are you literally forming a private mercenary group of Jedi? Is Ben called Big? Is he Big Ben?
Yes, and he rings every hour.
Every quarter hour.
Ben Kenobi becomes Big Ben, and you go up to a planet and form a
large clock tower in a galaxy far away.
I was thinking more Big Boss, but okay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, come on, Big Ben. Come on, I can't not.
Outer planet.
Yeah.
So it's a military without borders?
Outer temple, surely.
Jedi without borders.
Yeah, Jedi without borders.
And if Atten was in there, we could say they were doctors without borders, but nope.
Nope.
He's a little too... He could be a Force ghost now.
Military doctors. Yeah, no, you could be a Force ghost, possibly. And Einrich, at the very end of this...
What about Alara?
Oh, yeah, Alara.
Oh, damn. We're not going to be able to get to Alara until like 30 minutes from now, though.
Okay, let's go.
We can have her record it later, and then Gray will just edit in.
Well, speaking of me as a Force Ghost, I imagine that me and Anakin and Luke kind of meet up, and I say, well, aren't you tired of all this? Shouldn't we move past it all? And we all just disappear.
So
Actually, this is a fair point.
Atten becomes a
Do you meet Anakin there?
Well, yeah, but it's the afterlife, so I know his history, and I've forgiven him.
No, but this is the thing: is Darth Vader actually dead?
Yes, he's dead.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay, I just wanted to be sure.
but the real most important question is, do I meet 47?
Droids don't have an afterlife, so no. Also, 47 isn't dead.
I know.
I would just love the idea of Atten becoming a Force Ghost therapist. Just basically arriving to force sensitive and in need and basically talking through their problems.
Well,
I mean, that is kind
A
of what
heavy drug regimen always prescribed.
Yeah, he can still somehow interact with syringes and needles.
I would, but he can have his fade out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no. He's put
Last
this
guy.
stuff behind him. He's put his anger behind him.
All right, Heinrich.
What do you want to do, Heinrich?
all of what you guys were doing is actually more or less according to plan. That's not really a problem. He did overhear a little bit of what Calculon was saying, and kind of poked Rebel Command to quickly go searching through all the databanks for any sort of bomb. Whether or not they actually found it is up to Gray.
Wait,
But seeing as how they would have had enough people searching for it,
you seem like a data bomb or just a bomb?
whatever you had set up, essentially.
Oh, in the memoir.
Heinrich has actually kind of erased all recollection of Hammer Squad. Atten is one of the few people who is actually going to be recognized as a hero. There are a few supporting members. Your names may have been redacted or changed.
or non-existent in the first place.
Or non-existent in the first place, depending on what you feel like. Krazen will be referred to as... Well, that's kind of up to you, and also up to your father, more specifically, whether or not you want to be considered a part of... We'll add you in as the team, part of the team that blew up the Death Star, but you managed to get out, and Atten did a heroic sacrifice. Because he did.
Mm-hmm.
So,
This thing, puts it to the ground, shoots it with a blaster bolt a couple of times. There's going to be no books. We'll publish our own edited version.
okay.
How wonderful! You're the Ministry of Love.
Sorry, I was actually going to go when I started, okay, what's the backstory? Well, being a propagandist, and technically since we're a little bit less nice version of it, we're going to clean up the history. Hammer Squad's not really nice.
So spin control.
We're spinning everything. Most of what happened except for the bad parts, and that was somebody else that isn't affiliated with us.
Alright.
That was the Empire that did all that.
So you destroyed Calculon's last memoirs and everything.
Calculon never existed.
If you didn't actually destroy yourself, I would have just attached a restraining bolt to Calculon and put him in a compactor. No joke. I was going to have Heinrich off Calculon right there and then because you couldn't be allowed to exist.
Dang. Oh well.
Meanwhile,
Heinrich is actually a shady motherfucker. If you didn't know.
Well, I got you, but Heinrich's own. Unfortunately, Heinrich gets his own problems later on.
Oh, I was.
Because there is a. Let's just do a quick check real fast.
Okay, I gotta go.
Yeah, he wasn't setting up a bomb, by the way. He was setting up blackmail.
Yeah, blackmail. But it's the dead man switch.
You've been put it like this: so there has been a man in the middle on your computer terminals and devices for the longest time. It's like ever since you joined Hammer Squad, and essentially everything you had changed. Has been going to a database, and that database has been published of all the files that you messed with.
Wait. You think he's actually doing it on the ship with you?
No. That means
okay,
that all the devices you ever had
have
already been wormed.
Bye.
Well, I'm saying that everything about Hammer Squad has been wiped, and the Republic itself it's in their own best interest to suppress everything about Hammer Squad.
I know, and then a couple of months afterwards, it pops up again, and it keeps popping up again.
And then it gets destroyed.
Eventually,
they're going to figure out where it's coming from, and they are going to shut it down.
I'm not saying that the Rebellion actually has a secret group of elite slicers, but I'm not saying that.
All right.
Well, no, I mean, I don't want to shut you down entirely, but I'm also kind of like,
For all you know, Calculon's book was actually just a cookbook, cooking with Calculon.
Did you check it? I mean, it was just some good memoirs of it all.
What you don't know is that there's a factory building calculums now.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Like that's what the thing was that the book didn't get published.
Oh,
And they
no.
all have his human face.
Yes.
Jesus Christ.
That's not okay. You did your thing. I kind of expect you to do that. I did not
Yeah.
expect to live.
No, sorry. I actually had the Great Betrayal, and I had another Great Betrayal, and that was the essentially erasing Hammer Squad from existence.
To be
It's
honest,
okay.
it's not terribly betraying us.
Yeah.
Because-
Now
Listen. Memories of our vacation will live on in CN slideshows.
And
Oh,
we will
God.
pay you to never show those slideshows ever again to another living soul, please, dear God.
Don't worry.
You hack CN's Facebook account and make it private. Take over and make it private.
Make it
No.
private.
the security there is too strong.
Well, no. We don't even need to touch his Facebook account because he's not taking any pictures of anything important, and nobody's going to believe the important ones anyways.
All right.
He didn't even get a selfie with the Emperor. It's his
No, he
biggest
didn't.
There's just a really crude, like, child's drawing of everybody, like, stick figure.
Oh, no.
And it just,
No,
like, with
you
little
just go
labels.
onto-
Me, best friend,
No,
other
you go
best
onto-
friend, box,
You go
super best friend, big emps, Vader,
you go
weirdo.
onto his Facebook page and you basically edit each picture to have obvious photoshopping characteristics.
It has a watermark on it.
Yeah.
You don't even need to do that, to be fair, because like all those selfies are literally just CN with a person.
Yeah,
So
well,
like that doesn't say anything about Hammer Squad or anything. The Rebellion.
Yeah, no, and the other thing is again, who the hell's going to believe CN? Nobody can take him seriously. Except
Yeah.
for other Celestians, and even then, he was Space Pope.
Yeah. CN could say basically anything and it'd work. Did you know that it's actually widely believed on Celeste that if you leave a fan running in a closed room, CN will actually come and espouse all of his philosophies? It's true.
He'll come and show you his slideshow.
Yeah.
All that.
No,
It's
if you-
like Bloody Mary, but worse, because it's true.
Oh,
Okay, so
I'm sorry, discard.
that's everyone that Laura. Oh no, I just was leaving a plot. I was just leaving a plot thread for the next campaign for that one.
I think we've got plenty of those, to
Oh
be
yes,
honest.
I've got plenty of plot threads.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. I
Um,
honestly, like, with everyone that I did not expect to live. That's why
I
I, jumped
kinda-
dying. That's why I jumped on the dying thing.
that's why I
I'm
kind of put the
actually-
die in there.
See, if Einrich were a more despicable person and did more things, I probably would have had him off himself at the very end as well. But he's not been that terrible of a person. You guys have been way worse than him.
Heinrich's actual problem is that through a series of convoluted and not entirely legal business dealings, Jobbo now owns 20% of Heinrich.
Just Einrich the guy.
Yeah, no, literally, he owns 20% of Heinrich, and it's now legal, and it's just legal.
So 40% New Republic, 1/5 is a 20% Jarbo. Okay, that's what
Yes.
the time split is.
Oh, I forgot. Adden had one more legacy. He actually set up a franchise for his business, so the Saffron Circus still tours the galaxy.
Yes.
Alright.
Great, is it?
Yep, it's still going.
So okay, so one day out of one day out of the work week he has to work for Jarbo. The other 4 days he works. I can go. That's fine.
One day out of the week, he does stuff for Jarbo. The
What's
other
the-
4 days, he undoes all that stuff he just did.
What's the pay and benefits for this work?
We'll discuss that.
Okay, so
He's not opposed to working for Jarbo. Jarbo's been reasonable for the most part.
Yeah.
Okay. So what else?
I think that's about it.
what about you? So great. What would you say about the world itself and for the future of Star Wars? Can we get a epilogue for everything
Yeah.
itself?
I wouldn't mind that.
It's
Yeah.
pretty.
Yeah, it's pretty bleak. It's going to be quite a bit of war. So, interestingly, for the next 30 years, until we come back to this, the councils are going to be pretty static. You know, Carla and Jar Jar will be elected every time through popular assent.
No fiddling there, no way.
No fiddling at all.
Oh wow, really? I thought they would.
And yeah,
And since I'm the GM,
Coruscant is going to be reconquered. They're going to set the New Republic up there. The Empire is going to split, but there is going to be a core faction that basically goes on the tenets that remember how good it was when the Emperor was in control. Remember the stability we had.
remember the good old days where we had the jackboots.
They're going to cause the Imperial Order. They're going to call themselves just
The New Order.
yeah, New Imperial Order.
So how about so since we went and got rid of Mog Mothma, put in cuts and everything. How was things for the common man in the Imperium? How was it for the fiscal policy and so forth?
Well, it's a lot easier to get drugs.
Yes.
So a lot less prohibition laws.
Yeah, the Hutts basically push for slavery. It's a lot more common. Drugs are a lot easier to get hold of.
It's not slavery. It's called indentured servitude. It just might happen to be indefinite.
Yeah.
This
That's
is how
slavery, yeah.
This is how Jabba ended up owning 20% of Einrich.
This is, and remember, this is the Hutts we're talking about. No, it's totally slavery.
Yeah.
They flat out call it slavery.
Your experiences may vary.
So,
Well, legitimately, the main reason there were a lot of Twi'lek slaves was that they sold themselves to get off planet, essentially.
but there's going to be a growing kind of schism between the two factions. The people who want the Republic as it was, and basically the Hutts who want this new super capitalist Republic.
Randian almost.
Yeah, pretty much Randian.
Great.
Make the
Right.
Republic great again.
I
Eject
would
the Hutts.
I would also guess, this is just as a slight backstory thing for my character anyways, that with the exposure to the Republic inciting with essentially the forces of liberty and all that stuff, the Hutts own subservient races. While there might be more of them, they might be getting more uppity and less subservient than they used to be.
Yeah, there's a good chance of that.
Wait a minute. There are places where we could be treated like people instead of objects.
We could have our own culture
this.
again after hundreds of years.
Yeah.
Holy shit!
Financial destitute and co-optation. Also, would you say that one day in the cells, Mothma disappears?
No.
No,
No. Mon Mothma just disappears.
I'm just saying disappears from as if something broke her out or she got out.
No, not that type of disappeared. The other type of disappeared.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. There's a type of disappeared that no, she totally wasn't executed. No.
Kind of disappeared the KGB.
Well, you
was
guys
doing
kind of
that.
did. So you guys kind of did imply that you were selling her to HK-47 for stuff.
When did this happen?
No,
I
way
remember this
back when.
happening, and I was saying we can't work for HK-47. And everybody's like, "Yes, we have to work for HK-47."
No, we
We
didn't do
were-
that.
No,
She got put in jail because there was the coup because we decided to bring the Certus back, and presumably now that attention's died down, they can safely remove her, quote unquote, without there being a big hullabaloo about you killed one of the ex-leaders. You're truly bad coup people.
What ex-leader? Mon Mothma's never a thing.
Exactly.
Also, Einrich, I thought that I gave the cube to the Gan. I thought it was up to him to do what was.
Oh, I asked the Gan for it, and I even offered him money, and the Gan said, "No, fuck it, I don't want to keep it."
Oh, okay. Damn.
Yeah, no, I was messaging him. It's like, no, actually, I just held on to it because nobody else took it.
Okay.
So, next time.
Yeah. So,
Classic.
yeah, we were going to move on to Dungeon Crawl Classic.
We have
Next
a palate
time.
cleanser from our deep, detailed storytelling people.
Yeah, And then after Dungeon Crawl Classic, possibly more Star Wars.
Yeah. We
Yeah.
got so the Force abandons.
I'll.
You say possibly. It's not like the
I'll be
Resident Evil
playing
original.
I hope we all play as good guys.
Me too.
I'm gonna try
Maybe.
and make it. I am probably not gonna be nearly as optimized as everyone else is gonna be though.
The
We're not
entire
really
point is
going
kind
to
of not to optimize quite as much
Yes.
because
Too much. There was a bit too much specialization, and we had people who had too much combat who couldn't do stuff outside
Well,
combat.
Yeah.
we also had those issues of if the people who were specialized in a thing weren't here, we can't do a damn thing. Cough, cough. Computers and mechanics.
Yeah. So
I'm back.
That's basically what I did most of the time.
Yeah.
We're back.
and-
We're done.
Yeah.
I'm just saying when you couldn't make it, we were kind of screwed in certain ways.
yeah. So
Oh,
And when I couldn't make it, it wasn't good if you were in combat.
Well, I couldn't make it
no,
like once or
there's
twice.
plenty of combat guys.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Between the gang.
but it
and-
made combat take slightly longer when I wasn't here.
True.
Yeah,
Anyway.
but essentially, if I ever had to not be there, you guys had trouble with essentially getting anything done.
And
That's why I'm making the best character for the next game.
But between
Alright.
that, I'd like everyone to. I hope you all join us for Dungeon Crawl Classics. If you don't know what that is, they're going to be starting off as level 0 peasants. Literally, completely unskilled peasants thrown into a combat. It'll be a follow-on to the Pendragon Dungeon World campaign. So they're going to be sent in to retake Britain from the Cthulhu mythos.
Yeah,
the
I'm a
books as far
peasant.
as I can see.
Can you give them the splash page, Gray? Splash art.
Possibly. It might take a while to
Cut out
load
on
for
the
you guys.
I'm gonna head out. Thanks,
Yeah.
everybody.
All right.
Take care.
Later.
Yeah.
Bye.
So
Right.
will waves upon waves of our men be able to unseat Haster from his throne?
Probably not, but we're gonna try anyway.
I'm
Have a
gonna
good one,
try my
everybody.
hardest.
So, 1 second, I'll just put that up.
Can we use a peasant railgun?
Oh, you're talking about handing each other items. So
that only
Yeah.
works if the GM allows it, and the GM can say no, fuck you.
Well,
Then
here's the
again, we are working under Haster's idea of physics, so
Anyway, it should be fun. I hope you've enjoyed the series. I hope you'll stick around for some more, watch some other stuff. And yeah, see you all for the next Star Wars game whenever that turns up.
Bye, everybody.
Yay.
Bye.